Hi everyone, and welcome to our third and final lesson in our Unit 11 on human resources. This lesson has to do with, our 11.3 has to do with motivating and developing talent. So our objective is to analyze leadership styles to understand how entrepreneurs motivate, develop, and evaluate talent. So leading the way, different leadership styles. And we're going to explore some of these leadership styles. First off is authoritarian. This is a strong directive leader who makes decisions and expects compliance. A democratic. This is a collaborative leader who involves team members in decision making. Laissez-faire. This is a hands-off leader who grants autonomy and trusts employees to manage themselves. Transformational. This is an inspiring leader who motivates and empowers team members to achieve their full potential. Then there is a servant leader. This is a supportive leader who prioritizes the needs and well-being of their team. So aligning style with context, choosing the effective approach. So some key points. Effective leaders adapt their style based on team dynamics, task requirements, and the organizational culture. Authoritarian style may be suitable for crisis situations requiring quick decisions. Democratic style can excel in fostering innovation and team engagement. Laissez-faire style works well with highly skilled and motivated teams. Transformational leadership is ideal for driving long-term vision and growth. And servant leadership promotes a positive and supportive work environment. So let's talk about the spark of motivation, intrinsic and extrinsic drivers. Understanding what motivates employees and tailoring your strategies accordingly is a big part of motivating your employees. So intrinsic motivation is the internal desire for satisfaction, achievement, and growth. Extrinsic motivation involves things like external rewards like bonuses, recognition, and promotions. And effective leaders use a blend of both, considering individual needs and preferences. Now, when we talk about fostering growth, developing opportunities within our employees, we want to equip our employees with the skills and the knowledge they need to excel. And so we want to offer training programs, workshops, and mentoring opportunities. We want to encourage cross-training and job shadowing to expand their skill sets and provide access to resources and support for continuous learning. It's also important to recognize and reward your achievements. You want to acknowledge and appreciate the contributions that your employees have made in order to boost morale and engagement. So we want to implement a system for timely and specific recognition of achievements and offer diverse rewards that cater to individual preferences and contributions. And we can publicly acknowledge successes to celebrate team accomplishments. But one thing to remember is that different people prefer to be recognized and appreciated in different ways. And you can actually check out the 5 Languages of Appreciation in the Workplace by Gary Chapman and Paul White for more details. Now, when it comes to empowering ownership and autonomy, trusting employees with responsibility and decision-making power. This is something that is important. Some key points. When we delegate tasks thoughtfully, we want to consider individual strengths and their potential and provide clear goals and expectations while offering flexibility and freedom in execution. Encourage feedback and open communication to foster a collaborative environment. Cultivating a supportive and inclusive environment where employees feel valued is part of a positive work culture. When you promote teamwork and collaboration, you do this through team building activities and shared goals. Encourage open communication and create safe spaces for feedback and discussion. You can also organize social events and celebrations to foster connections and belonging. How about investing in your team? The ultimate return. Motivated and developed employees drive innovation, they drive productivity, and they drive success. Investing in talent development and fostering a positive work culture really pays off in the long run. Engaged and empowered employees contribute to higher productivity, innovation, and customer satisfaction. By prioritizing employee well-being and growth, leaders build strong teams that drive business. My personal feeling is that when you invest in your people, they are going to then invest in your business and invest in your customers. It's kind of the idea of you take care of your people, they are going to take care of you. Now, what about measuring progress? Effectively employing performance evaluations. You want to have tools and practices for growth and assessing an employee's performance. Employee performance evaluations, they assess individual contributions and identify areas for development. And common methods include goal setting, performance reviews, and self-evaluations. Now, effective evaluations are specific, objective, timely, and they provide constructive feedback. And regular evaluations promote communication, motivation, and alignment with organizational goals. So the big feedback for success is the power of open communication, where you are fostering growth through feedback. It is a two-way street. Effective feedback is specific, actionable, and focuses on both strengths and areas for improvement. You got to create a safe space for open communication and encourage regular feedback exchange between employees and managers. Use feedback as a tool for development, not just evaluation, because it helps to empower employees to reach their full potential. And when you're building a culture of growth, you want to have continuous improvement. This is where you invest in your talent. It is a recipe for long-term success. So some key points. Regular performance evaluations and feedback contribute to a culture of continuous improvement and development. And again, by investing in employee growth, organizations tend to foster a more engaged, a more productive, and a more successful workplace. Remember that effective performance evaluation is an ongoing process that benefits both employees and the organization as a whole. All right, and that is our third in our Unit 11 lesson on human resources. This lesson 11.3 talks about motivating and developing talent. We analyzed leadership styles to understand how entrepreneurs motivate, develop, and evaluate their talent of their teams.